How long does it take to charge a Tesla? I personally own a Model 3, and I've driven every kind of Model S and X there is out there, from the earliest ones in 2015 to the latest ones in 2020, so I'm going to give you the information that I've got from going through those experiences. I'll also give you some answers from stuff that I've seen online too, from the research I've done. Now, before we discuss charging times, there are two things that you need to understand about Teslas. One is that there are different size batteries that have been produced over time. And two, there are faster chargers that have been installed into cars over time too. Tesla first started making the Model S in 2012, and when they did, they made 3 different sizes of batteries back then. The smallest battery that Tesla has produced in the Model S is the 60 kilowatt hour battery variant, which kilowatt hours, think of it as like a gallon of gas to a kilowatt hour of electricity, same kind of measurement. The largest battery that Tesla has made for the Model S is the 100 kilowatt hour battery, which is in all the current Raven models, but also in any car that you see a 100 or a 100D on the back of it, probably has a 100 kilowatt hour battery. Obviously, charging a 60 kilowatt hour battery is probably not going to take as long as a 100 kilowatt hour battery. One's bigger than the other. It's also worth noting that when you're looking at supercharging a Tesla, you're really only commonly going to charge it up to 80%, maybe 90%. The last 20% of the battery takes extra long to charge. The oldest Tesla technology in the 2012 and 2013 Model S's and the 2015 and 16 Model X's usually requires anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half to supercharge the car. The latest models, which are all going to have the 100 kilowatt hour battery size in the 2019 and 2020 variants, the Raven motors, you're going to be expecting anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes for a supercharge. As for home charging on these cars, if you're charging at home, plugging it in on a high-powered outlet like a 240 volt outlet, then you're expecting that car to fill up anywhere from 6 to 10 hours on average, which is usually overnight. Now let's shift over to the Model 3 and the Model Y. The Model 3 and the Model Y are built on different battery systems, and they charge a lot faster. When I stop at a supercharging station and my car has less than 20% battery, then I'm going to be expecting to stop for 15 to 20 minutes on a V2 supercharger. Model 3 batteries are built from 21700 battery cells, which are a little bit different than Tesla's Model S and X battery cells, which are called 18650s. I won't go into a whole bunch of detail about this now, but they're a little bit different. The Model 3 and the Model Y can use these and charge substantially quicker. V2 superchargers can charge a Model 3 or a Model Y around 500 to 600 miles an hour at the peak. V3 can do 1,000 miles an hour, which is faster. Model S and X aren't fully built yet to be able to handle the higher power of V3s. So the Model 3 and Model Y charging times are actually faster. As for home charging, if you're plugging it in on a 240 at home, you're expecting right around the same time, about 6 to 10 hours to fully charge the car. 6 hours if you have one of the shorter range ones, and right around 10 hours if you have a longer range one, or less. If you got some useful information from this video, please drop a like. It helps me and it triggers the YouTube algorithm to boost my video. And please let me know in the comments if you have questions you'd like to see answered. Stay safe.